He was a man who wanted nothing more than peace, a quiet life. No noise, no blood, no ghosts from the past, just silence and the memory of the one person who had ever made him feel human again. But peace is a fragile thing, and in his world, it never lasts. Her loss broke him. She had been his anchor, his reason to leave behind the darkness that had defined him for so long. And when she was gone, all he had left was grief, until the final gift she left behind arrived at his door, a small life, innocent, pure, a tiny heartbeat that reminded him of her love, of the life they might have had together. It was supposed to be a beginning. Instead, it became the spark that lit a war, a moment of arrogance, a senseless act of cruelty. And in a single night, everything that tethered him to the light was taken. The intruders thought they had robbed a man of a possession. They didn't know they had awakened something far worse, a force that had been sleeping beneath the surface, waiting for an excuse to return. They took his peace. They took his love. And in return, he took everything. He stepped back into a world he had sworn to leave behind, a world built on blood, loyalty, and impossible debts. The kind of world where every favor has a cost, every friend can be an enemy, and every shadow hides someone with a gun. And in that world, his name still meant something, a whisper, a warning, a promise of death. One by one, he hunted them. No hesitation, no mercy, no compromise. Precision became poetry. Every movement, every shot, every strike, deliberate, calculated, unstoppable. The underworld watched in disbelief as the man they had hoped was gone forever returned, not as a person, but as a legend. He didn't kill for pleasure. He didn't kill for revenge alone. He killed for meaning, for closure, for justice that the world had denied him. And in doing so, he reminded everyone that some men are not to be provoked, because when they lose what little love they have left, they become something the world cannot contain. Yet beneath the rage, there was still pain. Every step, every bullet fired, carried the weight of what he'd lost. His mission wasn't about survival. It was about remembering, about honoring the last trace of humanity he still carried within. By the time the dust settled, the world had changed. The empire he struck crumbled. The men who wronged him paid in blood, and the myth of the man they had feared was reborn. He had no peace, but he had purpose. And that perhaps was enough. Because some stories aren't about heroes or villains. They're about consequences. About what happens when you take everything from a man who has nothing left to lose. And when that man decides to stand, to fight, to burn everything between him and vengeance. There's no stopping him. He wasn't just seeking revenge, he was reclaiming his soul, one bullet at a time. Can you guess the movie?